Okay, so this is an extension of the video from today. So this was where we used the Cameron modded 800 as the base Marshall, and then we used 3 modes on the Mark 7, and the Rectifier. And so this is what we're going to do with this is go the other way. We're going to try my 77 vintage stock JMP 50 watt, like that's it, just stock, and we'll just put a little stomp in front of it. So here is not, it's not high gain or anything, but here's with the super overdrive. Here's with the 808. Give them both a little bit more gain. Super overdrive, SD1. That's pretty nice. And here's the Meunier. That's actually kind of nice because that's a bit gainier. Let's see where we're at. I'll try to make this quick. So there's Billy, and then 77 is MJ Meunier. I can't ever spell that thing, but I know what I meant. He knows what he meant. All right, here we go. So it's going to be left side. We're going to do that first minute so you guys get to see a track. Then we'll double it, and then we will listen to it against the Maces. Maces are off. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Here we go. Here we go. Get it on, Lugo. Cleaner than the Cameron. I can already hear it. It's more pure sounding. All right, double 77 JMP stock with the Mythos Meunier in front of it. And that's it. Bone dry. Come on, Lugo. it's cold in Nashville. Woo! Alright, so let's get rid of this. Let's clean this up for a second. Yeah, these are just single takes, just like everything else. It's feeling good though. I'm getting my rhythm is getting better since this morning. You know, just doing this and getting, you know, just getting that. I liked playing the rhythm with the 77 because I could really hear the pick. The modded Marshall kind of skewed it a little bit. Here we go, 77. Yeah. Oh, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that click. Ah! Now I kind of was thinking maybe I would have rather now had the super overdrive because a little bit more snarl, but this is kind of more like, it's like this song. And here is the 800. Oh, see, it's way lower volume. Okay, hold on. Let me... 77. Get off me. About 2.6. They'll be closer. Should have done this before I chopped them up. It's all good. Somebody. All right, hold on. Come on, Dad. Okay. 77. Now I kind of wish I had to use the dang SD1. Here's the 800. Yeah, let's try this. Let's go back to the 77, and we're going to do another one, and we're going to call this SD1. Okay? Let's just do it because it's worth it. I mean, you know these videos are going to be 20 minutes long anyway, so you might as well. What I'll do is I'll cut this out, but I'm doing, oh, maybe not, I don't know. We're gonna do another playlist now with the SD1, okay? And that's a lot of my friends that are like real 80s Marshall nerdy people. They are all about the SD1. And I kind of fought them a lot. You know, like, nah, man, forget that. You know, I don't know, it's too much. I don't know. But now it's like, I don't know. Does anybody else just keep learning stuff? It's like you never outgrow learning stuff. I'm going to add a little bit more mid-range. See if we can. Go 77 with the SD1. Oh man, that's right. Good Lord. Come on, Jay. Come on. Come on, Jay. Still on that 77. Voice coming home. Voice coming home. Voice coming home. Blah. This is it. Right. Stay there. Here we go. Here we go. Let's first things, let's lower this. Let's lower this. Right around 3. Obviously, this isn't quite how you make records. Well, kind of quite how I make records. You know, I mean, sometimes I do though, man. Sometimes like everything, like sometimes almost everything on the record is one take. But you know, it depends. I mean, this kind of stuff, you know, I want it to be like super meticulous, and yeah, sometimes it's just this is not that, but you get the gist of it. That the chord, that thing over the C, like I would want that to sound like Dark at the Moon. Perfect. Let me just clean this up. You know, yeah, close enough for rock and roll. There's another roll. All right. Now, here we go. Boom, save. Let's kill this click track. And you guys enjoy this. This is now just the Marshalls, and then we'll go over to the Maces. So here is 77 with the Lumiere. And the SD1. Maybe not, who knows. And here's the Cameron mod. A lot of low end, you'd have to clean that up. 77 with the Mounier. That was so cool. That kind of playing, like, I like this sound. I wonder if I got the same thing on the SD1. Yeah, the SD1's more nasally. Here's SD1. See how clean that is? Now I wonder what the 800, you know, the modded. That's what doesn't get this. It's too much. Something, I don't know. Here's back to Mounier. 77. And 77 with the SD1. All right, so let's do this. Here was just with the SD1. Lumiere's a little louder. It's just a little bit more of everything. It made the amp louder. Settings were the same. And here's the modded Marshall. All right, so let's go to 77. Let's go start with the SD1. Let's start with the Mounier. Going back to the only thing, I've put an EQ on the Mace, on the Rectifier, because I kind of missed the mark when I tracked it. It wasn't until I finished, listened to it. So here is the 77 with the 2C plus. Here's the stay with the 2C plus with the modded Marshall. It's more evil, so I'm just giving my opinion as I'm hearing. It's more evil, kind of like, but there is more there's like a murkiness. So here's with the modded Marshall. Like a ring over, like where you go to the Mounier and the 77. It's like more. It's more, but it's not necessarily better. I mean, the modded almost feels more like Alice in Chains, like more sludgy. Where to me the 77 sounds more like Metallica. So here's 77 with 2C plus with the Mounier. the Mark IV with the 77 Meunier. That immediately sounded cool to me. Now we're going to come... Oh, were we bust out? Oh, we were going through the EQ on all of them. Disregard me. Back on it. Here is the 2C Plus with the 77. It's not affecting it too much because there's not so much on that top end. This is the EQ that I just have for the rectifier. Here, that's the 4. Here's the 2C Plus. And the 4. And it's just like, you know, it's a matter of taste. Like the 2C Plus is more present, more like in your face. The 4 is more like this, more vibey. Here's the 4. And the 2C Plus. You know, I don't know. The 4's kind of cool there. I don't know. Here's the rectifier with the 77. Go back. Now we'll stay with the rectifier. Here's the 800. It's a little softer, but it's cool. It's a little bit meaner. Here's the back to the 77 with the Meunier. With the SD1 77 with the rectifier. And the 800. And the 77 with the SD1. That's just killer. And keep in mind, guys, from the other video, there's no mix on this. There's nothing. It's just, that's it. Woo, doggy. So let's stay with that. Here's the 77 SD1 with the recto. right, and now we're going to go to same 77 with the SD1. Here's 2C plus. And Mark 4. And Recto. The funny thing about that vocal, that is one take. That is a one-take scratch track. So we were recording this. I did the scratch track in the control room with like a microphone, click bleed, like everything was, I just was, yeah. And then when I finally got to do the vocals like 6 months later, I couldn't top the scratch track. So it was literally one-take scratch track with click in it. And we ended up going through the click, throwing through the track and like, this, that, cut out to get the click out, duck this, isotope, whatever. But that is one take scratch vocal. I had no idea that was going to be what was on the record, but here's 77 SD1 Mark 4. That's cool, but I didn't do the best job recording the Recto. Now that I've been working with it, I'm like, oh, I should have done. But this is with the 77 SD1 with the Recto. It's hard to tell though, because it's like more hollowed out. Like the 4 is kind of like, it's like almost like, to me, the 2C plus is the most mid-rangey. The 4 is in the middle, and then the Recto is like behind it. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Recto. This is it. We're going to play through it. 77 SD1 Recto. And Mark 4. Mark 4 sounds like it needs top end. Like now you can hear it. But for pure, unadulterated, like just savageness, to me, it's the Recto. So here it is. Here's the Recto with SD1 on the 77. '77 with the Meunier Clon. It's nice, it's warm, it's a little bigger, but man, that SD1 is hard to beat. 800 modded Marshall. Oh man, this is it. So it's just my thought. I'm gonna play it through and then we're done. This is my stock 77 50 watt JMP, completely stock, with an SD1 in front of it, and this is a Recto with this little bit of EQ on it because I recorded it way too bright, and the Recto has a little bit of Maxon 808 in front of it. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah!
As the sun rises, hold
So the game plan is my amp goes matchless, Mark 7, dual rec, modded Marshall, and at the top is my 77. That's what I don't want anymore. I don't want 5 amps. It's too tall. It's too tall. What I'm going to do is pull the modded Marshall, put it to the side, still use it, and put the 77 down. So that'll be 4 amps here. That's all I want. 5 is too much. That amp it's like 6 feet in the air. I mean, you would be hard pressed to ever find a nicer 77 JMP than what I have. It literally looks like it was just purchased. Whoever bought it, I don't know what they did with it, but it just sat. It's flawless, and it sounds sweet. And I was going through my Steve Clark phase. Everybody's got to have a Steve Clark phase. You know, the Def Leppard guy. Man, it was so loud in here while we were listening to it, man. I had the speakers like... But I was going through my Steve Clark kind of high and dry thing, and I was researching it, and I was looking for 100 watt that I think it was a 79 or 80, like that transition from 4-hole JMP to like 800. And that was what he was using. And I called a guy I knew, I think in Chicago, who was a broker. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. And he's like, the only thing I have is a 50 watt JMP. And I'm like, yeah, 50 watt. I want 100, man. I want nut rattling, man. I want nut rattling. He's like, I don't know. He says, it is absolutely the sweetest sounding Marshall I've ever had in the shop. And he's sold hundreds of these damn things. He says, it's really unbelievable. And it looks unbelievable. It's like brand new. So I bought it like literally, you say, all right, I paid for it. I don't know, $1,800. And this is like 10 years ago before everything got insane. And he shipped it to me. And literally, I'll never forget it. I was in my basement in Raleigh with Woody, Johnny Wooten. And we plugged it in, and let it warm up a minute, and I hit that first A chord, and I was like, and I looked over at Woody, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm never selling this amp. It's like, oh my God. You know, because a really good Marshall, like when you hit it, it's like, it almost feels like rubber bands. Like, it's got like a boing to it. I don't even know how to explain it, man. Like, boing. You hear it on Back in Black. You know, like boing. Anyway, it has boing. It sounds really nice. You know, when you mod the Marshalls, they lose that. They lose that. It's not, and they're cool too, but they're not that. They lose that. So, yeah, there you go. What do y'all think, man? See ya!